Hello, guys. It's us again.
Seasonal couple,
hmm
Madam D and Uncle Patrick.
Yes. Today's topic we want to try and see if we can debug some arguments that we used to have when we go out to our one ball.
Yeah.
We met some friends,
Mm-hmm.
and the argument was,
Mm-hmm.
how long do you think
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
suitable
Mm-hmm.
when you meet somebody before you got married?
Well, depends. You got some people where they want to get married immediately because I remember one time I know this lady where because she say she go to church and you say you want to get married and some people they want to get married in a year or less than it. So it just depends on the person really.
There are people I know that
Mm-hmm.
got married the same week. And true.
I
And
know
they live,
some marriage it lasts. You know what I
yeah, they do
mean?
live. They lived forever
Mm.
until they got old, and they didn't have to wait.
Well, that's good,
So it
but
worked for them.
yeah, I don't think in this day and age that would happen because what happened is a lot of people want to get to know the
hmm
person that
Yeah.
you want to spend the rest of your life with. You want to know the person inside out. You want to know
hmm
the person ways. You want to know the person because remember, you will always argue sometime, and you want to know if you and that person have a basic argument. How will it escalate, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And both people, one can't be both of them can't be the fire. One have to be the water, so things can be calmed down a bit and everything, and to make sure that you love each other and this is what you want to be in. You want to be in the relationship. You want to marry to someone because marriage to me is a serious thing. It's a commitment, you know what I mean?
hmm
And everything you have to make sure that if you want this commitment with this person, basically that's what it is. And make and then part of it as well, love. Do you want to be in that person's space 24/7? Do you want to wake up with that person in the same bed for the rest of your life? All these things you have to think about. And
Yeah.
you got some people where sometimes some people habits like, oh God, I married this person. I don't like his habit or he snore because I snore. I'm telling you, I snore. I would bring the building down because I remember when me and Mr. Pat here met and the first time I mean after we get to know each other after a year and blah blah and then I mean so we're going to like spend the weekend together and then I didn't want to, and the reason is I snore, and the reason why I snore, I remember I was on a plane going to Jamaica on holiday, and then I fall asleep. When I wake up, see everybody, passengers on the plane, looking at me, and then when they pass behind me, say, "My dear, you snore so hard." And then from that, it's like I get conscious of it. So I said, suppose I start snoring, and then it's when, you know what I mean? So that was part of it. Some people don't like some people snoring, or some people eat, just habits. So we have to make sure that we love each other and we can compromise
Yeah. Supposing
before we get into
you've
this
gone
entanglement.
past the snoring bit,
Mm.
you love this guy, you
Mm.
wanna be. But how
Mm.
long?
I think for me it's say two to three 2.5 years. I
Yeah.
think 2 to 2. To me, I
You think
think
that is enough? I don't think that is. That is.
yeah. I
I
think
think it depends on the individual, isn't it?
yeah, but
The
I
two.
wouldn't want to just jump in the marriage like that and then after that say, oh God, what is this? What am I
I mean, you
think
can
I'm ready?
stay with somebody.
Yeah.
You can.
Mm.
Well, marriage is not really guarantee that somebody will stay,
It's true. That's correct as
is it?
well.
Because there
It's
are quite
real.
loads of couples that live
Mm.
on their own.
Yeah.
They
I
live. They live together as couples, and
yeah.
they do well.
You got a lot of actors. Like I can say Goldie Hawn and her Russell or this celebrity. They lived together for years, and I think they still live together for now. And they are married, but what I mean. Some people choose how they want to live, either marriage or just live together, just as one.
So
That's
you
it.
wouldn't stay on a relationship perpetually unmarried.
No, I wouldn't because I don't see any like a future there. I don't think. No, I wouldn't. No. Mm-mm.
When I was younger, I could have. But now I think it's just you should be able to within 6 to a year you should be able to know somebody enough that you want to spend the rest of your life
I
with that person.
know.
And
Yeah.
if you don't know somebody at that
Between six
within
to a year.
then something is wrong.
It's true.
You get me? So and there's no point as far as I'm concerned. There's no point really. All this boyfriend thing. I'm too old to.
It's a seasonal couple.
So it's either you want that woman or you don't.
Or you just keep it
You get me?
moving. Because I remember when me and him and we've been I think 2 years in a relationship, and I think what you talk about marriage, and I said, "No, I don't want to marry again. I don't think so, because the first one was such an experience I just want to put behind me." And then as an African man, he said to me, "There's no way I'm going to be with you for 2, 3, 4 years and you're not married. I'm not that guy." You know, he said, "No, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. We have to be married." You know what I mean? And that's it. And I think I did feel good when he said, I said, okay. But I wasn't in the married thing. But I said, no, okay, let's give it a go. Because I'm into him, you know. I feel comfortable around him.
Yeah, so so you can see how well for you it was okay. But for me it would have been even though I was in my old age, I still wouldn't drag a girlfriend to my mother. If I wasn't serious with the person.
Yeah, what did you say? Drag. Wow, yeah, because what happened, you know, I mean, although we're a seasonal couple, he take me to, no, what he did, he called his family, everybody back home and who in America, and then he let me speak to them, introduce and said, "This is Diane," and he made me feel good. Let me feel so say, you know what I mean? And then he said next step he wanted to take me to Nigeria to meet his mom. Because in the Nigerian culture, listen, if you don't get past the mom, it's not going to work. The mom have to like you because she's the head of the family and the dad, but the dad is, you know, died. So the mom. So when I reached Nigeria and everything, and we meet at the airport and stuff, the sister loved me. And I said, "Wow, I passed one hurdle." I was a bit nervous, honestly. I was nervous because I said, "Good Lord." So anyway, when we reached like into the village, or they call it village, they're having like some celebration. I saw all the families and stuff, and I see the mom and everything. Hey, the mom reached out to me. She didn't want nobody, and I said, "Oh yes, I pass." Yeah. So the mom loved me, and up till this day, we love each other. We speak almost every other week or something. Yeah, so it's good for the family to like you. It's more easy, especially into a Nigerian culture. In Jamaican culture, we always say we're not married in the family, so we don't give a monkeys if the mom or parents. That's our we don't care if the parents not into us. Is the man or the woman we're married into? So our culture wasn't that Jamaica never that harsh and everything, but African culture, the family after it more better and easy and more comfortable, and you know what I mean, if the Nigerian family like you.
Obviously, yes. It is. You put it right. If the family get on board, then it's easy. It's fine. You get me. But it doesn't mean there are cases. There are many cases where the families don't agree and they still get married.
So how did that work out? How did
eventually they will fall into
they want to lead a man or woman?
Yes, they will. Eventually they will. You get me? Because sometimes your mother, if your mother is scheming type, she might have agendas. If you get me. So, but in my own case, it wasn't. It was smooth. But it wasn't. It's not a culture per se. It just depends on the mother-in-law.
Okay.
So you watch too much African movie.
Oh yeah, I love my Nigerian movie.
That's
so before I met him, I used to watch it. I love. So I used to use that to learn about the culture, you know. But he said some of them is just made up or something like that, or maybe it's close, but it's they add to it and stuff. But you know what I mean. But it's good when the family, you know, like you. It's good because if they don't like you, you're not gonna go around them, do you?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's good. I think it's good. Yeah. and they
Yeah.
treat me like a princess. Wow, I'm telling you, I never treated like that before in my life, and I enjoy it. Mm. Mm.
It's
Mm.
in my own case,
Mm.
it was quite delightful to meet. When did I meet Eric? When did I meet your brother first? Was in our wedding, isn't it?
Yeah, and
That
then
he
you talk to
came.
him on the phone, yeah, because my brother, remember you
Yeah,
talked to Eric on the phone, and
yeah.
Eric said to me, make sure you just look after my sister. That's what he
Yeah.
said. He said, make sure you look after my sister and take care. And you said, yes, he will do that. And you never let him down. So there you
Ah,
go. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
See?
sure. So that would be nice. It worked out for us.
Oh, yeah. It worked out
Yeah,
well.
it could have been the other way around.
Yeah, well, yeah, it worked out well.
Yeah.
It worked out well.
And they're still working.
I'm still working here because, to be honest, I didn't want to. I just can't. I just like to be around him. Honestly to God, if I go to London and sometimes he goes, "Mom, can you say to?" I just want to come back. I just want to see him. I don't know why. And it's nearly 7 years now. And if I, I mean, I don't live in it, but you have other side. If I go Southwest London or whatever to, to our kids grown, so go and visit them and stuff. I want to come back to see him. I just eager, and we have to talk. If I'm away somewhere, you away somewhere, we have to talk like 10 times for the day. And it hasn't worn off, is it?
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost 7 years now. April 2023, it's going to be 7 years. And we're still the same, although we have our bickering, but yeah.
Who doesn't bicker?
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
we're still the
it's
same. We call each other. You know what I mean? We still show affection to each other and everything. It's like both of us, if you see him, you see me. You know what I mean? It's yeah. It's like we're tied to the hip, really, and people notice that. Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, which is good in a good way. Yes, which is good. Yeah, we are very, very in love. Yes, we are.
Is that why you cook jollof rice good?
Well, listen. I cook jollof rice. And this is what this man say to me. It's too posh to eat. It's not bad. But him say too posh because I take pride in my cooking. I'm not a big cook, but it tastes nice. But him say this too posh. I think him needed to. I don't know. Why you say it's too posh? Explain.
Well, it's not. It looked like jollof rice. It tasted like but it's so I don't know how to describe it. You need to make it again. It tastes fine. We ate it.
Yeah,
We ate it.
I
It was
think
nice.
I think what happened. I never, like when they cook it, there's a lot of tomato things in it. I think maybe I didn't put too much. Maybe that's why you said maybe it's too. It's not saying what I just felt it may taste funny or something. But it was palatable. It could eat. It could pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah. But I love the pepper soup. I think I could cook the pepper soup. The pepper soup I think is easy.
Well, you never tried it.
No, but I think I can conquer that.
If you want to.
Yeah, if I want to. Yeah.
But you need to know what the ingredients is called.
Yeah, I would find that there's something in YouTube, love.
All right. Yeah.
And then we have the ingredients as well. I love pepper soup. I start to get the hang of Augusta soup. I don't know why. It's put me in mind of this thing we used to have in with Jamaican cook. Like it's you boil the coke, you grate the coconut and you squeeze it and you put it on the cooker to cook until it cook right down to like jelly thing. That's how the Augusta soup tastes. Something similar
Is
to
it
that.
coconut or
It's a coconut.
coconut?
Yeah, it boil right down.
Is it melon or?
It's coconut.
What?
It boil
The
right
red-
down.
red
They
fruit.
call it rundown. They call it
Oh,
that's the name
I
they
see.
give it rundown. It tastes similar to Augusta soup. Augusta soup, yeah, it's a thing I wouldn't eat every day, but it tastes nice. But I wouldn't get I can't get used to the pounded yam. I can't get used to that one. I can't get used to that, but I will one day. But
So you still eat your goosey soup with rice?
yeah, I still eat the Augusta soup with the rice, yes.
Wow. You're still not Nigerian full time.
Go away, you.
You need to be able to swallow the damn thing.
I'll swallow.
Full.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's time for that. I would get the hang of the
Yeah.
pounded yam. You know what I mean? But otherwise, everything else is fine. I love the jollof rice. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Yes, I enjoy jollof rice. I eat too much of it. That's the thing. Too
Yeah.
much. Yeah, I love it. I would eat it on its own without meat. I just love jollof rice. It's
Okay,
nice.
let's go back to that.
Mm.
Um, what would you call it? Gestation period. Period that you have to wait
But what?
to get engaged and get married and get
Oh
have
yeah.
something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
what.
1 week. Okay. I think we engaged with for nearly 2.5 years.
Mm.
And I was saying to him, but
It wasn't entirely my fault.
it was too long.
There was COVID.
I know there was COVID,
COVID.
but it was long and everything. How did he engage it? I think we was going to a Christmas party, and then he come London because we wasn't living together yet. You know what I mean, and everything. And then he came to my house, and he came with a big, massive bunch of flowers. He looked nice, like I was going out. And then he gave me the flowers, and I said, "Oh, honey, it's nice." So it's nice, and I put it down. And then he take it back up, and he say, "Have you seen it?" I say, "Honey, it's nice. I love it." Then he put it back. Then I take it back. He say, "You see the flower?" So he put his hand down between the flowers and take out something. Look, is an engagement ring. Before he opened up the box of the engagement ring in, he said, "Listen to me, just to let you know that I'm going Nigeria to live eventually. Are you on board?" And everything. And I said, "Oh yes," because I went there already. I said, "Yes, I would go there and live." And you know what I mean? And it was a good proposal. He put it on my finger. And then when after the party and the next day I came back to his house now. Then I said, you need to propose better. He went on his knee and then he proposed again. But me have to help lift him back up. He couldn't get back up off the floor. But he tried. He's very romantic. I remember when we Jamaican, we love Valentine's Day. I love Valentine's Day. I love it. And I remember when first Valentine's Day meaning going out, and then I did do some jerks. I did blend up some jerksies, and I left some in the fridge. And then the weekend now when I come down, he do jerk chicken, and he use the same sauce. It tastes nice. So he set the table, and with flowers. Cause him say never done that before. So anyway, he set the table and everything, and then he put the nice, and he tried. So he gave me, so I gave him a present. So we eating and stuff, so I'm looking. So I said, "Okay, when this present coming?" So him say, "You okay?" And I said, "Mm-hmm." So the next day I say to him, "Where's the Valentine's Day present?" He said, "I have to give Valentine's present." I said, "Yes, you have to." It was dinner. The next time I have to go and buy me present because I wasn't happy. And from that time, he's on point. Now it's 2023. Valentine's Day coming up. So you better prepare because you know my face would be not happy.
What is the point of it?
I love it.
That's all.
I love it, babes.
All right.
So, whilst we're
It's
alive,
just an excuse, isn't it, to marry?
I don't care what it is.
No, where does it come
What if it's
from
excuse to
then?
get a present? Then I want the present.
You want the present.
Oh Lord
So
Jesus!
if you go back again, because we can't keep digressing, if we go back to the gestation, so even though it frustrates, the time period doesn't really matter, right? Because you keep complaining that we took too long or all this.
Yes, Jesus Christ!
I thought it was just average kind of wait, honestly, because COVID didn't help us, did it? COVID delayed a lot of things.
Yes.
COVID took off 2 years after. So
Mm-hmm.
you can't blame me because COVID was there. The register didn't even want you to come there.
No.
So
Register office, yes.
yeah, so take away COVID. You see that nothing was delayed. But having said that, it's people are every couple they're all different. Some will marry the same day. Some will live forever. Some will marry within 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
And some don't even want to
Never
get
married, no. They just want to just live like that. So.
Yeah, I just want you to understand
Just
that.
be in each other company every day. That's it. There's no other commitment, really.
Now you're talking. Now you're going. Because,
Oh, God help us.
yeah.
I with marriage, I believe in marriage. I believe I was a bit, but it's okay from you with the right person. Nothing wrong with become one.
Would you say that somebody who refused to get married
Mm.
is not in love? Because I'm sure
No,
somebody can
no,
be in love,
but still don't want to get married.
but exactly. So yeah.
Cause that's not their
So
thing,
mhm.
That not their thing. They prefer to live together. 'Cause you got people right now that live together for 30 years and they never get
And that's what I'm
married,
saying. So
and they're happy with it. And some people just want to get married, want to be
mhm.
one. You know,
Yeah.
that's it. But there's no wrong or right with marriage. It's just if you want to get married, or if you're not, you want to live just couple together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
depends
all.
on what suits you.
Yeah, it depends on what suit you. Yes,
Wow.
it just depends on what suit you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I suppose the reason we're talking this is because
It's changing.
um, what is changing?
Yeah,
Marriage.
yeah.
The interest in marriage. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
interest in marriage is dwindling.
What do
Um,
you think causes that though?
well,
Cost of living? Or
cost of
people
living.
just can't be bothered?
Um,
Or people just don't want to commit anymore?
the hassle is too much, man.
You think so?
I think so. I
In
mean,
what way the
I've
hassle is
seen.
too much? Okay, you with one person, why would it be a hassle?
I don't think the young people are not. I mean, you have to settle down, get your mortgage, do all that.
That is
So,
tough.
so
Hmm.
it's hard for boys, especially.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's hard for young men, especially if they, what I mean, if their finance is not really strong. They can be in a good job, but they find the money is not enough to get a mortgage. And nowadays, these young people nowadays, especially young ladies, and they're in good job, and then they're going out with a guy, and they say, "Oh, I live with my mom."
Or you mean the guy lives with the mom?
Yeah, they're
That's because things are
they're
not
gonna say,
level, isn't it?
yeah, and
But there are women, there are girls, ladies that also are well to do. The women, their financial
secure.
security is there. They have good jobs.
Yeah, yeah,
You get me?
but I don't know.
So when
Mm.
women have good jobs,
You think the
they,
man
they
feel
put up,
threatened?
in a sense, yes. Yeah, so
Okay.
they put up their bars, isn't it?
Yes,
So
yes, they do.
so when you
Yeah.
come and this young lady, but
Mm.
let us forget about young ladies. But if you are in our age,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see why this bar should come into it at all. Life is too short,
It's
You
true.
mustn't think, oh, there are, we have our own issues. We have, I'll give you a good example. When I used to run a pub,
Mm.
there were, there are, have you said this before?
What?
There are quite a number of women and men in our age group that are not married, and there are too many reasons for this.
You were saying it, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, and one of the reasons is because most people are set in their own ways,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Mhm.
it's very
They don't
hard.
want to pull them out of it.
It's very
Yeah,
hard to bend them or
Yeah.
for them to relinquish or
Yeah.
to even to commit with
yeah.
the
It's hard.
bitterness. They prefer. So to find somebody to fit into that shoes, sometimes it's difficult,
Yeah, it's true.
and they prefer to stay them on their own instead of finding somebody
Yeah,
who is because to find a perfect person is not
It's
easy.
hard.
It's not
it is really hard.
it's not easy at all.
It is really hard because there's so many young people out there that's really single.
Young or old.
Both young and old.
Yeah, but different situations, different aspects affect them. What is affecting the young ones is different from what is affecting us.
It's true.
So-
Yeah, because I remember, this lady that I speak to when she said to me, she may be 69. She's way older than us. And she said to me, Diane, you got no idea how much people in their 60s, women are on their own and lonely. They
So
can't
are men.
find
There's a
anybody,
lot.
and men as well. Yeah, she say it's hard. It's really hard, and you know what I mean, to find someone at that age. And she said sometimes you got some men that in that age don't even want to commit.
Yeah, a lot of people are quite happy with themselves.
Yeah.
And most women, and you don't blame them, they don't really want some
They wouldn't want a
ass,
headache.
a deadbeat on their hands.
Mm-mm.
The men want somebody to give them a little bit of respect, and if the woman has more, she doesn't want to share that stuff. And then you got issues of equity. You have the something I noticed about our group is the man has a house or the woman, and they think if they marry this person now, if they ever get divorced because they don't trust each other, or her trust is so minimal, she doesn't trust the world, and put it that way. So she wouldn't like to get married immediately because she's thinking about that house. Oh, if I marry this man now, the next thing you know, she start dragging my house with me.
So she's thinking about assets, not happiness.
Well, it's quite crucial. It's important because she doesn't want to lose her house for an asshole.
So how
So,
would she
that-
lose her house?
Well, if they married, then the man might start dragging their properties, and you see what I mean.
So that
If
means
they get divorced,
so that means him never come in the marriage with good intention then.
well, that means the she wouldn't want to commit because she doesn't want to get to that position.
So they prefer like just make it be
It
just a casual
is a big
relationship.
issue. They prefer to stay there and to find somebody that she will trust enough
To marry.
that she thinks in her own head that will last. It's not easy.
No, it's not easy. Yeah.
And it's not like you go out every day. Even if you go out every day, some people have gone into. Thank God for what do you call it? Internet dating, and that is even worse than normal dating, because we've had a lot of stories about it.
Yeah.
So that notion that especially when people have it is instead of being positive is a stumbling block, especially for women.
Yeah.
They meet men, but when they assess the man and the man is living in one bedroom house, apartment somewhere, and they think, oh, this man is, no matter how good the man is, they still have reservations.
Yeah, because what they would look at as well, like, you know what I mean, you're at this age and you will live into like a one bedroom accommodation. They would look at it as, what have you been doing all your life? It's not that they're looking for a mansion or thing. You live into a studio flat and you've been there for 30 years. Why didn't you buy it? So that's what anybody would look at and say, why? What have you been doing all your damn life?
A lot of things can happen to a man, you know. I mean, trust me.
Woman as well.
And to pull yourself up sometimes is difficult.
Yeah, some women will think like that and some won't.
A
you know what I
lot
mean?
do. That is one of the reasons
Well, some of them
why
is
a
on
lot
their
of
own.
them, they would rather not struggle with anybody. They would rather stay on their own.
Because of the afraid they lose this or lose that.
Yeah.
So they're not thinking of the asset, happiness. They're thinking of what they will lose.
Oh, well, this is worse. They are thinking about their happiness as well. It's not that, but to find somebody
Who are genuine,
compatible human beings,
it's hard.
is very, very hard.
It's hard. It's true. It's very
And when you have something to lose, it makes it even worse. You get me?
true. Yeah.
And it makes it even worse for the women. The
Yeah.
women do not want at this age to start afresh. So they would rather stay on their own.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
And that is what is happening in the UK. I don't know about some other place.
But in the UK, yeah, it's hard now.
You
Yeah,
get
it
me?
is, yeah.
So the men, most of the time, the men don't mind. The man might, yeah, but it does happen.
But most, maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know about the men. Would the man them less worry about that than the woman?
They are more likely to be less worried, yes. But the problem is that most men in my age group had been married before, and they probably come after that marriage with nothing. You get me? So
Yeah, but yeah, come on, yeah, it's true. How you think a man would feel, or if they was in their first marriage and then they leave with nothing? What, how you think it will make them feel?
Well, it feels bad, but you can't keep, dwelling on it all the time. You will die quickly. But if you had moved on a bit, or even if you squandered it, you get me, if you squandered a little bit of money that you get out of it. If you can pull yourself up,
That's great.
then most women do not want you, no matter how good you are.
Tough out here, boy. It really tough out
It's
here.
true, it's true.
It really tough out there.
But most men who have a house, most of them wouldn't mind if they find somebody they love, they will bring that woman married into the house.
Because they're married in for love. They're not thinking about like the house or whatever. It's
No, but saying that it implies that women do not have, the women, they do have love.
Yeah.
You get me? They love, but they do not want to risk
What they have.
because they know how tough. They are intelligent animals. They are very intelligent. It's the men that are stupid. They are very, very intelligent, and that is the problem. Their intelligence, because they are too clever.
What, the woman?
Only fools love you, and men are the fools. You think I'm joking? So they will think about it. They will think about it and see what suss you out. If you can't, if they think you're going to be a problem 5 years down the line, they will rather stone you out.
But how would they know that you're going to be a problem? They're not going to know.
They won't know.
No, they won't know. They thought, you know what I mean? It's a chance you have to take.
Yes, they anticipate, but that is a problem. And sometimes when they decide to make that chance and the one they settle with turns out to be that bum.
And I'm telling you, being with a bum is not good.
So
it's not good.
That is the problem.
You feel it's just tiring. You don't want no woman or man don't want to end up with a bum.
So if you ask me, really, the solution to this is it shouldn't stop. It shouldn't
stop happiness.
The women, I think it's a case of limited knowledge, because there are solutions to it. You can have prenup. You get me? You can, and a lot of people do that. If you love somebody and you think that is an issue,
problem,
so there are prenups. You can have a prenup before to the
but
marriage.
they always say sometimes prenup can show that maybe the marriage may not last. You know what I mean? Because
it may last, but I don't mind a prenup if I wasn't married. You see what I mean? But if you came up and you said, "Oh, I have 10 houses and I want a prenup," I'm fine, because I'm not marrying because of your house or your houses. You get me? So if it was a case with women, especially women, because this is what happens to women, if they think that that asset is an issue, they can have a prenup.
Okay. Well, I never think like that. That doesn't sound.
That's what I'm saying. You're not alone.
I just
a
think
lot of
like
women
somebody to
should
make me happy.
explore that prenup situation and free themselves from it. And you get me? So it allows them, because it will be easier for them. It will be easier for them to love somebody if they can think about prenup. And a lot of them, I know that for sure, especially our black women, I know they don't even think about it.
Think about the prenup.
No, they don't even know it. They don't even, it doesn't come to them.
Well, some of them, maybe not the.
A lot of them, yeah, some of them it does, but a lot of them don't.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, but it's true. That is what is happening here. It is part of it. It is part of what is happening. Why you see them women reserved or very selective.
It's tough though. We're going to have a lot of single women out there.
There are, it's not going to, there are loads of single, it's not just, there are both men and women. When you go out, you see them.
Yeah, you see them.
None of them married, none of them.
Not even married. None of them.
And they are looking, you see them
looking,
actively looking for partners.
Yeah, they're looking, but they, even if they find someone, they just think and say, is this one for real?
Yeah.
And then they have doubt in their head, and then it just kill their you know what I mean, like they can't be bothered then, because that is in their head to say, is this one for real, is one gonna stick around, or this one coming for something, you know what I mean? So all this is in people's head nowadays. to say, is people real nowadays? Are they for love? Because somebody can come and you think they put on a really, really pretense. So when you realize they're not. So maybe that's why so many women or people and all is cautious nowadays.
Yeah, yeah, it's part of it.
It's just
Yeah.
because of that. It's just being cautious. But if you live your life uncautious, you're gonna die alone.
Yeah, loneliness is no good.
You know what I mean? You're gonna die
What are
because
you
at the
gonna
end
do?
of the day, you know what I mean. You're okay. I'm not gonna marry because I got that chair over there. So if I marry this person's gonna take it. For God's sake, when you die, you're just going. You're not going with nothing.
But you don't want to give the chair to your enemy, which is your ex. Somebody who just came, and especially if the man is, you know, if the marriage broke down because of the man, because he wasn't faithful or something. So you don't
So
want to
that's
give.
why if the man, want to fight for it or that mean they never in there for the love, because if you know what I mean, for the love,
True,
they come
sometimes
for the asset that they
not necessarily.
saw.
A lot of them marry for love, but things do break down sometimes.
Yeah, but you thought
You
that,
get me? But you don't want to give that chair to somebody who is an asshole.
it's true. It's definitely
You
true.
get me? So people are actively looking because
So what
and-
about like the men them now, the women them that maybe did in first relationship and walk away, leave nothing, and then who they leave it to is arsehole. How that man or woman feel to say they leave everything to an arsehole.
well, they had no choice sometimes. If they had no choice, if people have choice, they would take their stuff. But some do just walk off just for the sake of for peace to reign.
Okay.
So, but that's what it is. And most of the people like that, they do find their way. Most men that most people that divorce do pull themselves up. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Yeah, they pull themselves, yeah.
So yeah, but
Yeah.
there are a lot of them there. Especially in these countries, men in their 50s and late 50s who, for somehow had fallen short of life.
Some of them never pick
They don't
themselves
want.
up.
They
Some of
don't
them
pick,
get
and they don't want to
depressed.
walk again. They don't
No,
want.
and
They
they
get
get
me. They
sad.
do side jobs and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And this is not attractive
No,
to a lot of people.
Some of them, both woman and man, some of them really just give up on life. Some just give up because if you leave from a terrible relationship and you lost everything, some just said, especially when you work hard to build that and then you lost everything.
Yeah.
Some of them
It is.
like they never recover from it until the day they pass.
Yeah.
Because some people things affect them different from some people are strong and just brush it off and move on, but some will never recover from it.
Yeah. If you ask me, if you think your wealth is part of what is restricting you from finding love, because you should remember about prenups. Remember about it, and that will safeguard. That will take away that fear, and gives you the chance to invest. What's the word for it? Test the water. Sometimes you need to kiss more frogs, many frogs before you
But
find
sometimes
the
some of
prince.
them don't even have nothing, but they still don't want to get into a relationship.
If they don't have nothing, well, that's another big
Yeah,
problem
because some of them don't have
when you
nothing.
mean them, you mean women.
Woman and man, some of them do not have nothing more than
Yeah,
just giving to maybe a bed to tell them something, but they still don't want to maybe get involved.
No,
You
but
know
if
what
you're
I
a
mean?
woman, you don't have to have anything. All you need to have is good character.
You think so?
Yes. So most men will marry a woman with good character who's
They
poor.
just want peace.
Because what they
Somebody
want
to
is
love
peace.
them.
Yes.
It's true.
You get me?
It's
So they
definitely
don't
true,
want the people that actually need to have something are the men.
Yeah. Yeah, because they said the man is a provider, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that is true. But also, it gives you some credibility. It gives you
Respect.
If you don't, if they see you as a bum,
Yeah.
it's hard for a hardworking woman you have to do you have to pull up a good card for
And
that woman to come into your life. If you see what I mean,
yeah,
because
it's true.
she's got a lot to lose.
Yeah, they have to see that the woman have to see that you're doing something.
Or you are eager to do
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. You're
or,
eager to, you're doing something. You're eager to do something. You're trying to do something to uplift your life. And you know what I mean. It doesn't matter if a woman meet a man with just maybe just a bed. From they see the man is working towards building himself up. If the woman is into him, she will behind him to support him.
True.
Because no woman want a man that is bum, and you want a man. And if you are a bum, the woman won't respect you, and a man want a woman to respect them. Okay, if you're not being the man, being the man or what the man's supposed to be, there won't be no respect there for the woman. Because in my culture, if the man is no good, the woman do not have no respect for him. None. And when you don't have respect for a man, it's not good. You know what I mean? It's not nice. And it's because he's just not a provider. He's lazy and a bum. You know what I mean? Women like man that trying. Women like when man try. It doesn't matter how small it is. They see him get up every morning out of that bed and go and get something done. It doesn't matter how small it is. It could be working into a warehouse. That the woman is see the man is trying. But when you see the man is not trying, no, you don't want that man anymore. You don't want to live with somebody that you don't have respect for. You want to live with somebody that you love and respect and adore and always anxious to see. Yeah. And when you lose all of that, that's it. That's it. You know what I mean? Because most women do not want, like, say you have to be millionaire. No, you want a man that go out, a go-getter. You want a go-getter man. You understand what I'm saying? A go-getter man. And then the man will have a happy home. Which some women, no matter what the man do, because you have some women where the man will do everything and the woman's still not happy. You know what I mean?
Well, so that's a different case, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, from the man is a go-getter. Yeah, I admire that. I admire a man that get up, out the bed, and go and get on with it. I admire that. That make me, you know what I mean? I feel good. It make me happy, make me admire the man, you know what I mean? From a seed. It could be a warehouse, man that we're working a warehouse.
No job is unimportant. The job is job.
Yeah, that's what I said. Job is job, you know. But you have some women, if you're not working at Wall Street and all them things, they don't. But with me, from the man is earning and it's legal, I'm happy for him. I'm behind him to push him on, to support him and everything. That's how I look at it. But if you're not doing anything, I don't want you.
Okay. So this is where, to conclude really, this is where that trial period comes in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you meet somebody, you might be able to tell within a week or 2 or 6 months.
Yeah, because
you must be able to tell whether this man is trying.
Yeah, and you scan it, woman, because we use our eyes. We use our. Of course, you use it. You look, because I use my eyes and I look and I see. Okay. And you would know, you know what I mean, you would know if you're not silly, you know if it's a bum in front of you. You know what I mean? Some of them will start off good, and then when they know that they're okay with it, then the bumness start to chip in, and it's always like that. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean, and both woman and man have to open their eyes.
So what you're saying is that women should wait until see if the bumness chips in?
No. Sometimes you don't see it until later on. You'll see it late. I don't know long, but you know what I mean, you'll see it after. Or sometime if the woman is have a better job and earning better money, sometime the man would maybe just feel jealous and leave the job or just don't care, and then all them things. You know what I mean? The man's supposed to elevate the woman, the woman's supposed to elevate the man. You're a team. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's supposed to be. You're a team. Because two of you working towards the same thing. But if one become a bum, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to. Every woman want a man that is a provider. That is a provider. Every woman want a man that is a provider. You idolize that man. You are happy that man is providing. And say for instance, like you know what I mean, remember the man, he can get sick or whatever, then you take over.
If you can.
Yeah, if you have no, but you have to try, because you have to try. You have to
Yeah.
try do something.
True. Yeah.
You have to try. You can't just sit there while the man there is suffering and he sick and not well or whatever. Or maybe he lost his. You have to try do something. Even some, you know what I mean. You have to try. You have to try. You have to try. If you got money or you have savings, so you have to spend that, because he spent his. So it's a two-way. You know what I mean. You're supposed to be behind the man to elevate him if he fall. You know what I mean? From his working and providing. But if he's not working and providing, when he drop him, stay there, drop down there. Because I'm not looking down there. I say, But if he's a man that work hard and everything, I'm behind him 100%. I am behind him 100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
darling. Okay. So for us to conclude this, is relationship is about working hard and
Yeah.
being positive, being yeah, you don't yes, in our age, yes, yeah, we need partners, but we don't need bombs. You got me. So it's not just the young that does it. So it's still the case
Yeah.
with people our age,
We all have to eat.
You
We all
need-
have to pay
you need-
bills.
well,
we
of
all
course,
we all
especially-
need things.
especially now that bills are
Skyrocketed.
yes,
Yeah, so you know what I mean. We
Okay.
all have to, you know what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
But let us not fear. Let us not fear.
No, from there's a God, you know what I mean. There is hope
Yes.
and positivity
Yes.
and believe,
Okay, darling.
and then we'll be fine.
Okay, then.
Okay.
We'll catch you.
Yeah.
We'll
Good
catch you.
night.